Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a splendid episode of You've Already Peaked Gaming Podcast, featuring your hosts, Locarthemanbeast. Also, featuring me, the DjLobsterDust.
Yeah.
Trying to hold my voice right there. I felt it just like,
Yeah.
it's like when it reaches a level.
Hey, oh, man, what up?
Oh, you know. Oh, you know. Oh, nope. Oh, you know. Hey, you guys. Live the dream.
Living the dream. You got a new camera.
Does it look good?
It does. It looks good. It actually makes me feel jealous, and I want to get a new camera.
Well, let me tell you, this little guy packs a punch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so my other camera is probably like this big.
Yeah.
It's like this big.
Is it really? Tiny, that small?
Yes. The whole gimbal and camera is a little bit bigger than my thumb. And then it has a little base that's probably...
It just looks so fucking clean. Like, there's no fuzz.
And, I mean, we're not going to use this for the podcast.
No. Yeah,
motion sickness, but it's got all sorts of like cool stuff that it does too. Yeah, hold on this side. Oh, zoom in. Oh, zoom out. Yeah. We'll put it right there. Stop. Hold. How?
I mean, it's cool. That's cool. I don't think I would ever give a shit about that feature, but it is cool if I was doing butthole pics and I'm like, hey, over here.
Well, really cool
help me getting close to the gooch because I'm trying to make my money.
So let's see if this works.
That's your crotch. Loving it.
Okay, that's supposed to be desktop mode.
Okay.
But clearly you could like push it. Come on, go forward more. What am I doing? Which way moves it? Nope, not like that.
That's your titties.
Oh, so I need to angle it more.
Gotcha.
But what you could do is have like, for like people who are like in between like scenes for like Twitch, if you had like like your hands on the keyboard mode, or if you were doing like, it has like a whiteboard thing where you can set markers so it always snaps back to whatever screen or whiteboard you're looking at and shit like that.
That's kind of nice. Is there a way where you can have multiple of those cameras linked together?
I don't know. I mean, you'd have to be like on Adderall to try to control all of them because they move so dramatically. More than two.
So
it'd be like
what was
Steve Buscemi's eyes and Mr. Deeds.
What's this one called?
It's the Link Insta 360 Link.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool 250. I mean, but it's fucking moving.
Stop.
Listen, Linda.
Listen. Stop. Too much. Okay. I need you to just calm down. Is it still moving?
Yeah.
Stop! Okay, we're good.
Aggressive. What happened to the good old days when things were just fucking what they were? Look at all this crazy ass technology we have with finger movements and shit. I mean, it looks nice. I want that camera's quality to be in my current camera. I don't need my current camera to do anything else.
Yeah.
But do you remember the days when it was like you had to buy a Sony SLR or whatever the fuck it was? It was like $2,500 camera so you can get like good video footage for like...
With an Elgato Link deck?
Yeah.
Bringing it over to it? Yeah.
The world has changed. Oh, and then I have this thing where just like all of a sudden, I don't know if there's like a fucking...
I think it's Discord.
No, I'm 100% sure it's Discord.
This is currently on the lowest resolution setting that the camera has.
Okay.
if I try to put it to like 4K, Discord automatically takes it down to 720. It won't let me the camera broadcast anything higher.
It's absolutely.
So the point of me buying this camera is a little.
Well, I think a lot of it too is that the issue is Discord. I don't think that this was ever Discord was never designed for what we are doing. I think we utilize Discord as more or less like a.
Can't be the only ones though, right?
I don't know. Or the people that are really doing podcast stuff, big stuff like that, usually are face to face. But if they are doing it over, there's got to be a different program. I mean, I kind of want to like entertain Zoom or Skype or something, or just try something out. I found that one site that allowed us to do only because it did the video stuff in 1080p. And so I was like, oh, looking into that, but then you have to like pay money for it and stuff. And it's like, maybe that's what we get. Like, I mean, we are paying for fucking Nitro and it's still not like good enough. You know what I mean? I mean, it's fine for what it does. We upscale everything when we upload it onto YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Our fans love it. They tell us in the comments all the time, looks fucking tits.
Yeah, literally.
Clearly.
Word
right,
for word.
Guys?
Word for
word. Guys?
I think I read that comment on this podcast.
I want to fucking play with my hands and make it zoom in on my face, but I also don't want to lose control again.
Speaking of Twitch, have you followed any of the craziness that is going on Twitch right now?
It's already back to
yes and no.
So
yes and no.
So somebody got banned, like a big streamer got banned for being like, look what's on Twitch, and like streaming other people's streams on Twitch. And then they were like, what the fuck? So they banned him. And he was like, what the? I'm streaming what's already streaming on your platform. And they're like, what? So then they started going through and banning other people. And like the famous one was the girl who like, it's like, I mean, like if these are her nipples, the camera's like right there.
Yeah.
And she's, oh my, like, I guess she just like, I don't know. This is not a far departure from like the AI, like, oh, so good. Oh,
yeah.
roses.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not a far departure from that. But she's just doing it presumably topless. So they banned her and she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I was all within like your
TOS.
your terms of service.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing outlawing it. And it got like a weird amount of pushback. People are like, yeah, it was okay. Let her be a whore like that. And so they were like, okay, we'll come out with new guidelines that's allowed. And then like body painting and tasteful nudity in the name of it being art was allowed.
So
for maybe 30 hours.
They changed it to they changed their policy to basically state that as if you were doing something that was like not full nudity or anything like that, as long as there was some type of censorship to the nudity itself. So if you were topless or naked, but the camera could only see from here up, or you had black bars, which was,
if you're Amaranth, then you just taped black paper
over
to yourself.
Exactly. So stuff like that. As long as you were censoring it in a way, they weren't going to hit anymore. And I think a lot of it was because Twitch was just unable to regulate the amount of shit that was happening, and people were getting banned and not banned. So they were just like, fuck it. You guys want this? It's all yours. As long as you are putting in your description, it is adult content, 18 plus, whatever it comes out to. As long as you're saying that and you're checking the box before you go live, so people have to confirm 18 or older, go whatever you want. So the one that I saw, so this is why like 36 hours later they changed, because there's a clip of a dude in his chair with a black bar just jerking it. And he's like, what are you guys talking about? I'm not doing anything. I'm just hanging out here. And just fucking going to town. Immediately after that, Twitch was like, okay, we're going to backpedal a little bit here. Let's get some guidelines. Like, you can't be doing anything sexual. If it happens to come off as sexual, like, we're going to still ban you or whatever. So
he's got the black bar and a Yahtzee board just right in front of him. I'm just playing Yahtzee. I'm just playing Yahtzee.
I was like, there's no fucking way this is happening. So then Boogie came out and he was full naked on stream. But his thing was like, I'm so fat, my fat covers my penis, so there should be no reason for me to have a black bar. He gets banned. It's like, what is happening to the world right now? I mean, I respect the pioneers out there testing the limits, but it's also like, it's so bad going to like
we lost a lot of good people to finding out what the actual limits of TOS are.
So because of this now, like I just today I was on Twitch and I went to Just Chatting and the Hot Tub stream just to see, like, I just wanted to fucking see some degeneracy happening, you know, in real time instead of catching clips or finding it on Reddit or whatever. Like I just wanted to see it in real time. It is fucking rampant. It's everywhere on Twitch right now. Like you can't go 3 streams without finding it. And like the hard part about that too is that because they're doing the 18 plus or whatever, and they're not being recommended on like top watched. But if you still go to the channel and view by top watched, it's the first ones that pop up. So it's like, if you're 13 years old and know where to look, you're going to see some ridiculousness. And it's pretty heavy duty because there's a lot of people on the Just Chatting and Hot Tub pages. Like there's more content on that than there are on like most games that you watch nowadays. You'll maybe find, yeah, you seen it? Yeah. So we missed our stride with the hot tub thing. Oh, and so I was watching this one girl. She's like, I can't remember her name. I'll have to figure out what it was. She's blowing everything out of the, like, she's in like a tiny, like she looks like she's in the Borat costume.
I think I just saw her
on one of the machines that is like shaking back and forth. She's got a shake weight going at it with a mirror behind her so you can see her tit or like her ass, but she's streaming on the hot tub channel, but she has a basically a pool, like a kiddie pool from like Walmart. That's probably the size, like, I'm not joking. You could probably, it's big enough to put a lizard in, but it's in the background. It's so small.
So it counts.
It looks like someone just took a bottle of water and poured it in there and that was it. So it counts as being on a hot tub stream. Then she's got her Instagram, her OnlyFans, whatever, like linked in the background or whatever it comes out to. And it's just like 30,000, 40,000, 100,000 people at any point in time. And it's just like, what the fuck is happening? And I can't be mad because it's like, you get your money, girl. Get it however you can. I mean, if you want to make this as legalized prostitution, go for it. Who cares? You know? If you selling your body means that you have to sell it in this way without actually getting touched or fucking herpessyphilitis, cool, man. I respect it. It also just sucks because it's like, man, I want to go to a gaming website and watch gaming, and the first thing I get blasted with is like, yum yum, that's so cute, glizzy. What the fuck is happening right now?
It's the double-edged sword, dude, of it like being like fucking a gaming website. You want it to be about gaming, and there's a good portion of it that is about gaming, but you also have some weeb ass fucking gamers that like just simp to it.
Also,
just fucking ridiculous. Except unless it's Endra. Fuck, I get it.
Endra doesn't stream with her face cam though.
I know her voice is enough. Oh, fuck.
See, that's the thing about the VTubers that'll catch me. Some of the VTubers, like their voices are like, God damn. I will watch your dumbass, goofy, weird anime watching fucking hentai tentacle porn bullshit because you like said the word olive in a weird way.
Olive.
Well, it is one of those things though. It's just, I blame the youth. I think I'm at that age where I can start blaming the youth.
We made it.
Yeah. That was my triumph. I've always said for years,
goddamn kids.
I wanted to be the old guy fucking yelling and screaming at the sky. You know what I mean? Grandpa, come back inside. Oh, back in my day, I had to drive a stick shift to get to work. You know? I didn't have these electric cars you plugged into your house.
Yeah.
It's a different time. I'm just not hip enough
Sure
for
the
it.
fuck is, dude.
I'm just not hip enough for it, man.
No, I don't want to tinfoil hat it, but I really think that Russia and fucking China have infiltrated us. Like, our current generation is making like TikToks about how a 40-hour work week is too much and not sustainable for mental health. And like, are you kidding me? You're recording this on an iPhone that a child made in China. That was 5 years old. Like they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Well, they're just waiting us out at this point.
What was that thing about like TikTok? So TikTok is a Chinese app, right, or whatever.
Yeah.
So
the people in China are being fed like, oh, this is physics. This is like oh, and like encouraging, like this is cool. Us.
Yeah, it's all.
I mean, we probably did it to ourselves with like Jackass and CKY, but like
100%.
the shit that like that's pushing on our kids. I could have been a fucking doctor if Jackass wasn't a thing.
And here's the thing: I can respect that idea that 40 hours a work week is a bit much, right? Like
what?
Okay, now listen. I'm not saying your amount of work, hard work, and what is hard work, like physical labor and hard work, are two completely different things. Okay, if you put in hard work and you kick ass and you can get your job done in 3 or 4 days, having a 40-hour work week does not necessarily always make sense. Okay, if I can accomplish the same goal in 3 days as I can in 5 days, why wouldn't I just take the 3 days? Right? So, and I'm not just saying necessarily the 40 hours in total. I'm just saying whatever my work consists of. I just want to be paid a living wage and a salary that can cover my bills and put money in my pocket, allow me disposable income and any type of like finances on the side, that if I fall and break my fucking leg, I don't have to worry about eating ramen for a month while I heal. You know what I mean? That type of idea. But also at the same point in time, I don't want to spend my entire life doing nothing but work. I don't want to spend 5 days out of the week, 8 hours a day. That is the majority of my main day. I don't want to spend at work. I would like to spend it enjoying life in a little bit. So if I can take my 40-hour work week and make it 3 or 4 days, I would have better mental health in the long run. That's fine. But that's not what these kids are complaining about. They're just complaining about, I got to work 5 days and 40 hours a week. I'll bust my ass twice as hard to make 3 days work versus fucking, because there's some days like I just run out 40 hours a week. Today is a perfect example. It's supposed to rain. It's probably started raining right now. Yep, it started raining right now. So early this morning, I was like, I'm canceling work. There's no point for me starting up early to having the day end at noon, 1 o'clock for a bunch of exterior work that we have going on. So just call it a day. Just wrap it all up. Sorry, guys, we're taking the day off. We got rain today. It's supposed to maybe be tomorrow. If it's not raining at all tomorrow, then we can pick up whatever we're going to do today and move on. And so I'm just sitting at fucking home chilling. Okay, cool. I could potentially be losing out on money that day. So it's like, again, if I could just take my 5-day work week, condense it down, even if my fucking 8 hours become 10 hours or vice versa, I'll work hard for 3 days and then run out the last 2 days. But again, that's work ethic. The difference is I would still bust my ass for the 3 days that I worked to have my 2 extra 4 days.
There we go.
You know what I mean? A 4-day weekend. Yeah. I would bust my ass to make that work versus just being like, well, I just don't want to work the 2 extra days. All right, bitch, then don't work the 2 extra. Go work at fucking McDonald's part-time.
That's right. That's what they're complaining about. I know. That's the work they're complaining about.
I know. Well, yeah, I know.
I get it if you work at a fucking Popeyes, you got to fucking fight half of your shift.
Yeah.
A McDonald's.
That is another thing about it too. There's a lot of this upcoming generation or the generations that do exist. Like, and I think it's a lot of our fault because the newer upcoming generations managers are us, the millennials, who are the people that are like, man, we got shit on real fucking bad. So they'll come in and be like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, all right, don't then. I give a shit. I barely want to come to work to begin with. Why do you think I care? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like it's perpetuating this situation just falling out of control. But it's like,
yeah, we were at Christmas, and like we were like telling stories, and my sister said something about like Brad traumatized me. He blah 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 blah, like something that like I did, like put her in like a closet or something like that, and like locked her for like a few minutes. And I was like, that's fucking child's play. Like at the dinner table with like my nana and stuff. I was like, the Fugates downstairs, down below. They took me into their garage. They tied Dave to a chair. They took all of the pellets out of a shotgun shell, said that they were going to kill him, hit the shell with a ball peen hammer so the gunpowder and the primer went off. And then he slumped over, and I thought they actually killed him for about 5 minutes until he started laughing. And like, I'm telling this, and I'm laughing while I'm telling this story. I'm like, you didn't have it bad. I look around. No one else is laughing. My mom and my grandma were like, they did what? I was like, yeah, you know, the old like, oh, pretend you killed him with a gun thing.
Yeah, no.
Our generation just took it in stride. We were like, yeah, it's fucked up. All right.
I like our parents' generation with the kids being raised by like people coming directly out of the military, right? World War II and like into Vietnam and shit like that. Like our parents may have been the generation that were either in Nam or just outside of Nam, right? You were either getting drafted and going to war, or you were a fucking hippie and you missed the draft. Like those are the two ages between our parents, right? And then it was like us being raised in like kind of a lawless time, the beginning of the internet, video games, comics and movies were kind of becoming like crazy. And our parents were in this like weird half and half state of like, no, you have to like get an education because it's the most important part in the world. And like, you also have to work because like no one's going to pay for you because we didn't have anything, you know, growing up, blah, 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 blah. But also at the same point in time, it's like, I don't give a fuck what you do as long as you're outside doing it. Get the fuck out of the house and disappear for 8 hours. When the sun starts to come down, you need to be back inside. Like that's all. Anymore. Hell no. I get an Amber Alert like once a week. Someone's missing.
Yeah. God, I like to think that we're like the someday, and it's not too far off. Like, ask the elder. Have you heard of a landline? What's a cassette tape? We're like the last holders of an era that's bygone. Like
okay, so we kind of.
Can you tell us what this sound is? We heard it on a Kanye West sample. The dial-up modem.
We're starting to see the trend of 90s themed things starting to play back as the chic thing for high school kids. Like we started seeing like Jinko jeans. They're on the rise.
Let those die.
No,
let those die. Get the fuck out of here.
I've been holding on to that for years. Let it become a style again. I'm all about it, dude. If I start seeing Vans, kick flips, and Jinko jeans, I'm back in it, boy. But starting to see, you were saying cassette tapes. It's now starting to pop back up. Like how when we were kids, we were kind of finding
like
vinyl.
Vinyl's the cool retro.
Yeah.
Fucking shut the fuck up, you losers. Vinyl has like a soul and a sound to it because that's just fucking suck. Like, don't bring it back. There's no point.
Come on, man. Oh, it got caught in the machine.
They're being cool like the people with vinyl. They're like, yeah. Oh, wait till you have to fucking do that, or wait till you pull out your favorite cassette and it's just ribbons being held. No.
It's seen it.
You're fucking negotiating with an inanimate object. Please let it go. Please. You're fucking pushing his little fucking clit in to try to hit it off the one spool.
I cannot tell you how many fucking cassette tape players I've broken to save an actual cassette.
Yeah. And
because they were $20 to buy, but the cassette is impossible to find. It's like, I will snap this motherfucker in half to save this tape.
And I'd like to storage. Think about fucking storage. You think the binders of CDs were bad? Do you remember the fucking books of fucking tapes that had to be like hard plastic to like clip them in and keep it?
Yep.
Fucking you had a binder with like 300 CDs, but if you had that many cassettes, it'd be your entire fucking back seat.
The entire size of a full DVD binder back in the day
And
Or
one CD would be
CD
like both sides. Like it wouldn't even be like
one cassette. You had two sides. It was about 16 in total.
oh,
And
I want
God
to
forbid,
go fight a fucking child walking around with a cassette player right now.
God forbid you find that one that had like the broken plastic. So every time you opened it, that cassette fell out.
Yeah.
Oh, the rage!
It's pissing me off. I'm getting so worked up over this.
Oh fuck, man!
They didn't skip though.
They never skipped.
They never skipped.
Unless there were that one spot in the tape that always bit and like got broken, and then you had that one like fade. Like you'd be listening, like I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, but I remember like you could like bring your boom box and shit like while you're like skateboarding and stuff. And then I remember like the first CD player, I was just barely walking, so it like skipped. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Anti-skip technology. Plastered on fucking everything. I barely even hit a bump in a car on a car ride. Oh man,
you fucking kids don't know how good you had it.
You kids don't understand how good you have it now.
Yeah,
how good you have it now. Streaming services.
We went through all the fucking. We were the Challenger. You are the SpaceX. You're fucking going up there. We had to blow up and blow up and blow up and deal with all the fucking shit.
We're literally the trial and error generation.
Yeah.
This worked. This didn't
We
work.
did that. You know how many iterations of MP4, MP3, mini disc players, fucking Zunes, iPods? We did all that for you, you ungrateful little fucks, and you don't want to work at McDonald's 40 hours a week, scooping fucking French fries into a fucking... Oh, you disgust me. Fucking little shithead.
I'm okay. I'm okay if you take it as your first job. I'm okay
with your streaming fucking services. We want to go see something. We had to go to a fucking video store.
God forbid if there was a new movie. You know how long that shit took before it got on fucking VHS?
Yeah,
months. If you fucking missed it in theaters, you were waiting until goddamn Christmas before you fucking got it.
You don't know what it's like to be behind the curve. The movie's already out. You missed it. All your friends are talking about it. You don't know shit.
Wait, the best
before
one.
LimeWire and all that.
How about fucking TV series? If you missed a TV series,
the time.
Oh my God. Actually having to go to the TV guide to see when the next one was playing and be like, fuck, it's like 2 days out. Or there's one at 3 a.m.
You just make your whole schedule against it. Or that, yeah.
Oh, fucking. And people all day talking about it, and you're like, I missed it. And like everybody's like, don't spoil shit for
not
me.
knowing the Little John skit from fucking Chappelle's show in high school.
Yes, the day after.
You fall behind on that, you're a fucking loser. You can go from the highest of high to the lowest low.
Laughed at you for fucking ever because you were an idiot. You missed it.
You fucking.
It makes it's.
I'm not even that mad about Tarkov Arena anymore. I'll be honest with you. I'm so fucking worked up over this shit. I want to go fight a fucking teenager.
Oh man.
Oh.
Children, man, they'll never understand. They're fucking all ungrateful little bastards, man. Oh,
this is where I want the live episode to be.
I want
to go kidnap somebody and like tape them to a chair. We just scream in their face.
Also, does it not just make you hate our lives? Because we're the people that had to deal with all this bullshit. We didn't get any. I'm mad. I'm mad about. I would rather have been born 15 to 20 years before or 10 to 15 years after. Like I fucking am unhappy I'm here, man.
Nah, I'm okay here.
What?
Okay, I got to know what real drugs are. I know somebody from the 70s is like, no, you don't. Hey, close enough for me.
Hey, also, guys in the 70s, have you ever seen the fucking the weed you used to smoke back in the day? That brown shake?
I'll take that. I can't handle it.
Oh, yeah, no. Fuck weed. No. I look at anything and they're like, look how purple and crystallized it is. Like, bro, I'm just fucking trying to relax, man. I don't have that in my life anymore.
And you know what's great? Right now, we're bitching about this, and then there's gonna be like their generation will be bitching about this to the next generation.
I know.
they'll be like, "You didn't have to go through the trials of Neuralink. Look how fucked up I am." It's all shorting on top of their head. And you did it. Just unable, full palsy. Just
There's a section of the airport specifically for them. You know how like
for the first run of fucking Neuralinks.
It's still got a guy with a wand for them.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
There's a fucking there's just somebody like guiding him with like a rope. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
2 + 2 is 10. Yeah, that's very good, Terry. Come on.
I remember the hot tub streams. Oh, fucking Christ.
Yeah.
So Tarkov Arena, we played it. Well, you played it. I watched you play it.
That was rough, man.
Yeah.
That was everything I was hoping it wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
And in my very first game, it demonstrated everything I was hoping to know.
Yeah.
I was like, well, the ammo isn't bad. The ammo was shit. I got shit on.
Yeah.
I got put against people that were way higher than me. I got absolutely ravaged by fucking like, and it wasn't even like a skill thing. Like I dumped an entire mag into the guy's legs where it should have been. And he's still just fucking shit all over me.
Yeah. I mean, when it played back on that kill, because it showed his like health or whatever. So it was.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
I didn't even.
Yeah, on the left hand side, it showed the health. You fucking just wrapped that dude top to bottom, and it was like every shot was a connecting shot. Still just.
Oh,
fucking,
you mean like on like the limbs and stuff?
Yeah, but it was still just a connect. He 3-tapped you with the G36?
Yeah, like 5.
Even still.
Hip fire, not even fucking aiming. 3 of them missed me.
Yeah. Cool game.
And that guy killed me 1,000 times shooting fucking 996.
I mean, again, I think we talked about this last week. It was like this game should have just been a free addition to Tarkov. I think that would have been. I think it would have
at least in how it's being presented now.
Yeah, way better received.
Technically, it is free.
Yeah, if you spent $200. Yeah, if you spent.
Okay, I got mine for $150.
EOD is still available. Anybody out there wants to dive into this piece of shit? You can.
If they want to get it for free.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah, the rank nothing that I saw while I was in, like, if it starts becoming fun, cool, but everything that I was kind of hoping would be different kind of seemed exactly like what we thought it was going to be.
I feel like the meta is have 5 friends to play with for your first 10 ranks or whatever the hell it is, or until you unlock like better guns and stuff, and then you can play solo.
Yeah.
Or pray to the gods. I think you
probably need fucking at least half the team in one Discord, or you're just kind of fucking cruising for a bad time.
Well, especially
there is no just like within teammate VoIP.
No, the VoIP is open.
Full open VoIP. That sucks. That's stupid.
It just doesn't make any fucking sense. But wait. Yes, it does. This is supposed to be an esports game, right?
Eventually. Pesley said it's esports ready.
Yeah, he did. I think that was fairly sarcastic, though.
I mean,
I also did watch a clip of him pretty recently miss fucking every shot with a sniper rifle on 2 guys walking across a field. He's just point. He's like, why can't I hit anything?
No, the best is when he finally kills the guy. He's all nailed it.
Oh man.
Yep. But all that being said, Arena pales in comparison to what's happening with Wipe Day.
Yeah, so what is happening? Because I'm just watching
today.
The subreddit lose its mind.
I think it was like 5 a.m.
super early
Eastern time. Was the wipe, and this is supposed to be probably the most. How do I say? Constructive? No.
The most change.
It's a huge change. Yeah. Like there's so much stuff So there's vaulting now
Yep.
where like you can vault over objects or vault onto ledges and things.
Yep.
There is left shoulder change. There is recoil change. There are boss changes on Streets of Tarkov. There's now a thing where you can hire like an armored carrier to take you from one end to the other. There's
Lots of new stuff.
so much shit that's gone in. And where in Arena, it's like, all right, make sure all the top creators get it. This morning, it was like 50-50 on like if it was even working for you. Everything was like people restarting their computers and restarting streams like 12 times in a row was still nothing. There was like 2-hour wait times, and then like finally like, oh, I got in, and then they'd be in for like an hour and then get kicked out. And
Jesus
just it's
Christ. I mean,
they could have taken a few more days to work out some bugs. Or I feel like it was debuted with much fanfare and very little action.
Wipe days for Tarkov are patch days for MMOs. You know what I mean?
Let me just put it like this: in the time that we've been podcasting, I have Rye and Will in a text, and they have gone down, restarted computers. It's down. Oh, it's back up again. Like they've already been kicked out of raid, launched out of launcher, like computer shut itself down, brought back up, tried,
right,
and got back in.
Right. So the thing about Tarkov is that you have a very large community that waits. They play the very beginning of Wipe, and they either crack out or they're just like, I can't do this right now. There's
It'd be nice if you could play a Wipe day from beginning, but it feels like you might as well just wait a few days.
Well, and that's the whole point about it. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Is like the Wipe day for Tarkov is the same as patch day for MMOs or like launch days of like online service games, multiplayer games and stuff like that. Like, you know, the servers are going to be trash because 1 million people are coming, or they've changed a bunch of stuff and the bugs are going to be in fucking full swing. It's like for games like that, it almost feels better to wait 2 or 3 days. So the same thing for like launch of MMOs or patches for MMOs. Like, yes, do I want to get in ground floor of like the new fucking like Final Fantasy patch? Like when Endwalker came out for the new expansion, I remember me, Josh, and Jeremy were sitting in like 53,000 player queues to get into servers. And if your character was AFK for more than an hour, it would kick you off. So you would sit in queue for like 4 or 5 hours. And then when you got into the game, if you were AFK for like an hour or 2 hours or something like that, it would kick you out of the game and back to the end of the queue. So me and Josh and Jeremy, we wrote a fucking script with our mice. I wrote a script up that basically just ran it so the mouse would push left click every 45 seconds, and then it would just register an in-game prompt. So we made it so left click was then tied to the button 1 or some shit like that, or 1, 2, and 3. And so while in game, we would just go to a training dummy, run the script, and the game would register a mouse click as it going 1, 2, and 3 in game. And so the game was like, oh, they're just hitting a training dummy. And it would just keep us logged in. We would go to work, and we come back in, still logged in, raid all day. Okay, let's go. God forbid the servers had a restart or something like that. He got kicked. And it's like, come home from work. It's like, are you in? Like, no, man, I got to sit in this fucking queue again. All right, I'll see you later tonight. Start the queue up, go and start dinner. God
Good
forbid.
Lord.
Yeah, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that type of like fucking mentality is just not something like that's what you should expect on these fucking things. There's no way that shit runs smooth. Tarkov is one of those games now, especially with Arena out right now, and it's getting kind of a little bit more hype, and people are like, oh, I'm gonna fuck around with, in different things. Like, everyone's ready to play this. I feel like it's gonna be rough for the next 2 or 3 days.
Oh, it's gonna be rough for the next 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. Well, people are playing, you know what I mean? Consistently getting into the server.
I mean, yeah, but we were not we, because I haven't, but like the people that have gotten in just like the few amount. Pestily already has like a short out where he's like, wow, 5 bugs in 2 seconds. That's crazy. It's like he's running and there's a scab that's like clipped into him. There's another scab that's on a machine gun that's doing like nothing. And he's like, just like shooting the guy. He's like, like it's hurting him. Like he's like, so that's not, he's really there. He just doesn't see me. And this guy is just a part of me now. Like, It might have been a little too ambitious to release all in one big patch.
Yeah. Well, no. See, that's the thing. Release it all in a big patch, because I'd rather have like, and I don't play Tarkov, so I may not have the say in this, but for my personal thing as a gamer, it'd be like, I'd rather you fucking throw it all in so we can start playing with it, so the community can see what is good and not good. And if you are a good developer, say, okay, let's make some changes. Let's kind of like balance some shit out. And it's like Star Citizen.
If you're a good developer, though, that's the words that hurts, because there's been plenty of people. I know we've talked about this, the single player Tarkov mod, where they're like, oh, better this, better that, like where you could like put mods in. There's a whole community full of people that have like overworked the game in 1,000 different ways. And like they have begged, like you don't even have to pay me. Just like implement this somewhere in your code for like a better quality of life. They're like, go fuck yourself. I can't believe you would disgrace our game. And like they banned them. Like,
I read this article. I'll have to find it. It was someone talking about what's the craziest work experience you had ever had. And some guy was like, I applied for a job and I went through the interview process, the background check and everything, got hired. And it was like a, some program company or something like that, or service company or whatever. So I got hired in. I went through the whole process and everything. My first day in, I wrote a code to fix a bug. It was a bug that I had been dealing with using their platform for the past 3 years that I'd asked them not to do. I went in, wrote the code, fixed the bug, put in my 2 weeks notice and left.
That's fucking amazing.
It's also bullshit though that you had to do that, but it's like why Rockstar will never put any effort into making their games better in the long run, because they're just like, we open it up to the mod community and let them make it better. Within like the first 4 or 5 days of like a Rockstar game coming out or a Bethesda game coming out, the community already has like hey, run this mod to make the game run better or look better or do things better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all know that this is shit and the developers know it's shit. They're not going to fix it. Here's a mod that does all that for you. It's the same thing with 7 Days to Die. They removed the fucking glass jars. So now when you drink water in 7 days, you don't get the glass jars back anymore. So you can't fill them up to make glue and stuff. The developers want that as a harder, process and stuff, but it hasn't really made it harder. It just made it more annoying, because it's like they really doubled down on the dew collectors, but the dew collectors only give you 3 water every like other day or some shit. And it's like, fuck, this just sucks. It's just a slow process to do all this. So the mod community was like, we all hate this. Here's a mod. It puts glass jars back in the game.
Something as little and stupid as that.
And, I know developers, well, they may not always have the brightest ideas, but they have the best intentions. Well, maybe not the day before devs, but I think most devs go into it, at least people that are making games, are like, we really think this is a cool idea. A lot of the time they get it in the hands of the community. The community's like, you guys are fucking idiots. And they're like, well, I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? All right, we'll fix it. Type of thing. But like,
yeah.
Again, may not be implemented the best way, but I think it all comes from a good heart most of the time. Maybe not Call of Duty devs. Maybe not fucking some, what was it? Is it after Thanksgiving? No. When was it? Fuck, I don't remember. I played Skull and Bones. So,
oh god, that was fucking. Yeah.
So Pad and Aaron got into the closed beta or whatever, and I guess within the closed beta they had given out.
Technically, I did too.
Oh yeah, that's right. They sent you the fucking code or whatever. So they got like free codes to give to their friends or whatever.
Because this whole happened, and then everybody's like, "We're playing this," and then while you're telling everybody the story you're about to tell, I was like, well, I'll see if I can get in. And just in you talking, I got into the beta, and like the whole group was like, oh fuck, never mind. And I was like, all right, well, just ignore this email.
Yeah. So me and me and Pad we had all downloaded. So me and Aaron had downloaded it, got it all ready, and we were like, okay, Pad, we're gonna play it tomorrow. And I feel bad for Aaron. Me and Pad were talking about this whole night. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, cool. We got it all set up. We'll be ready to go. It's supposed to launch the next day. You know, we're preemptively setting it up. And then so Pad, at the end of the night, we're playing games, and before we got off, Pad was like, okay, so how do I set this up? And I was like, oh, you just go in here, click it, and it should just pre-install. He's like, okay, cool. And then so he's like quiet for a second. We're talking about shit, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what are you doing right now? Did you fall asleep? And he's like, I'm watching a cutscene. And I'm like, what, for the game? I was like, oh, maybe it's just like the intro cutscene or whatever. He's like, I'm driving a boat. Like, I thought this was supposed to come out tomorrow. He's like, I don't know. I'm in game right now. So I click the button. Sure enough, we launch into the game. And I'm like, oh, shit. What we didn't realize until we started playing is that they were like, hey, Skull and Bones closed beta. We're only giving you, it's open from Friday to Sunday. We're giving you the whole weekend to play, but we're only giving you 8 hours in total. No matter what you do, you're only going to be able to play 8 hours and the account kicks you out. So me and Pad were like, okay, let's just fuck around for a couple minutes, see if we can figure out what's happening. And we spent 7 hours playing Skull and Bones. And the whole time, like, me and Pad were like, should we stop so we can play with Aaron tomorrow? And every time that either one of us would say that, we'd both be like, I'm not coming back to this fucking game, so let's do it now. What a giant ass piece of shit. Holy fuck. What an awful game. I
haven't played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but I know it didn't look that bad.
So good.
Like what I saw of people play, like just scrolling through TikTok, like a TikTok live of somebody play. Look, I'm doing the new Skull and Bones. It's just like, what? It's the most like generic fucking.
It was awful.
Like Sea of Thieves has better mechanics. This just had slightly better graphics.
It didn't even have that good of graphics. The more that we were playing it, we were just seeing the break in the line. So like the thing is like, I don't know how to describe what I was fucking playing, because okay, all the cool parts of Black Flag is like you on a ship, and every once in a while there's other ships out or a naval fleet, and you go and battle them. You can hop off, use swords and stuff on islands and things like that. So there was like a melee combat. There was no melee combat in the game. The only thing you did on foot was just walk around town to collect missions. There were just arbitrary fetch quest missions. Go here, talk to this person. Go here, collect this. Go out in the sea and collect this. It almost felt like a mobile game where like out on the water, then there's like 20 different ships and they all have different levels, and like you can pick and choose which ship you want to fight. You know what I mean? It was just dog shit. It was so bad. And we played for so long because we were like, okay, it's closed beta. We're not coming back to it. Maybe there's something that just kind of really like pokes it and is like, oh, this is going to be the game. This is going to be something we can totally play. 7 hours in, I wish I could have gotten every 7 hour back. And it feels bad because that game has been through development hell. I think it was first announced in like 2016 or 2017.
Long time ago.
Shit, man. And it's just, and it's only gotten worse since they first announced it.
It's been announced, re-announced, and re-announced so many times. I have to like remember like this is still that game we're talking about, right? Like,
so I think it's one of those games that they initially they have to release for legal reasons at this point, because they will get a lawsuit because of all the money invested or whatever it came out to, because this is done by Ubisoft. So it's like big end gaming. So if they don't produce this game, I think it turns into a real fucking problem for them. I definitely also think that we talked about scam games before with like the day before and like indie devs kind of taking advantage of the situation. At what point
is Ubisoft a openly traded company?
Yeah.
We should buy fucking stock in Ubisoft right now in case a class action comes out of this fucking thing. Give me my fucking money back.
I mean, the time to buy it would be right after Skull and Bones launches, so we can get it nice and cheap, and then wait for the class action. I don't know, man. There's stuff like that just like it hurts your soul a little bit to look at. And it's like, man, it was never really on my radar. Okay, another great point of the game. This is the one positive thing. Do you remember when Elden Ring came out and was like, games fucking give way too much on their UI or blah blah blah, and they had a picture of Skull and Bones after they did that like tech demo or whatever at like E3 or whatever the fuck it was, and it was like all the UI, everything all over the screen.
Here, yeah,
and they made fun of it. You can go into the settings. It's like, do you want to turn these sections of the UI off? Like there was sliders to like turn off certain things of the UI. It was fucking hysterical. It made me laugh because I was never in the game to begin with, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it was a little ridiculous." You'd open up the chat menu. Oh yeah, just pressing enter to open up chat. So if you wanted to type to someone in the game or whatever, took up 75% of the screen, and there was no way to shrink it or like transparent it. Nothing.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Oh no transparency.
Nothing.
Just
fucking bricked up. Here you go. 75% of the screen. So I can type K to someone and then press enter. You know what I mean? It's like, and this game is supposed to come out like soon, like February or some shit like that.
I'll buy it.
You want to? We can make a bad game. Oh no, because a game is gonna be fucking $70. You know, I'm okay buying bad games.
Do they have a 2-hour return policy?
Well, interesting to think about. I don't know because it's technically through Ubisoft, so you'd have to use this Ubisoft Connect portion. So like you could buy it on Steam, but I don't know how that equates to either or. It might be a very tricky way to go about it. I don't think it's worth it.
I know, but I've already missed on the day before, and now look what's happening with that.
True. It's bad. I don't say this lightly, so I want you to take this to heart. I'd rather play World of Warships.
I'll boot up right now.
No, I mean, that's how bad that game is, that I would rather play that piece of shit.
Yeah.
God, World of Warships is bad.
Yeah, but
I'd rather
life.
Okay,
pirate life.
I'd rather play Fortnite.
Oh, oh shit! They probably have a Skull and Bones.
They probably do. Yeah, you could probably find it on their fucking.
Oh, wow! Powerful words being thrown around here.
God damn. Other than that, man, no games for me. I got back into Final Fantasy 14.
I want to get back into Elden Ring.
So, Brad,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's still. I'll send you the fucking picture. Oh no, it's gonna. I just downloaded it right before we started the podcast.
Did you?
I'm not lying. I am not lying. I was sitting at my computer and I was like, I think I want to play Elden Ring. And I just started the download and like it went, and then I got a message from you. It was like, "Come in chat." I was like, okay, I'll be right here. I would just finish the download.
Games that I want to play. I want Tarkov to work so I can do my Tarkov thing.
Okay.
I want Elden Ring.
Okay.
And I really fucking want Star Citizen.
Yeah. Those are the games we have. I think what I would like is
I'm so far removed from like what's gonna come out like at this point.
If I had
whatever Nightingale comes out, I guess. I don't even know like what's in the near future for us.
We should play Icarus.
I realized after I commented, "You fucking played this without me," that it wasn't even the game that I was talking about.
Okay, what game were you talking about? Because I was like, I didn't know you wanted to play this.
I don't know. But like, I saw like Icarus and like something in the name. I clicked. I was like, "That motherfucker!" And then I started watching you play, and I was like, "Yeah, I have no clue what this is. This is definitely not. This is definitely not what I thought he was playing."
I was like, I looked at the comment and I was like, "What? Were we supposed to play this?" Like, I went through. I was like looking at text messages. I was like, no, I don't remember talking about this at all.
Yeah. No, and after a certain point, like after like 10 minutes of like, well, I already posted the comment. I should probably just leave it, let it be a mystery.
You got any New Year's resolution? This is the last podcast before the first of the year.
No. I don't give a shit.
Nothing at all.
I care about fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah. I don't know. Hey, don't only buy. Oh, yeah, here's my New Year's resolution. I'm buying pre-builts from here on out.
It's good. I respect that.
Yep.
I respect that.
Am I gonna break that resolution? Fucking probably.
100%.
100%.
There's something fucking.
But I've stayed strong on fucking Call of Duty, so we're okay.
Yet.
So far.
Yeah, you have, huh? Respect to you, man.
Yeah, I've rejected it twice.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Was it Bobby?
It's been sent to me. No, fucking James and fucking what's it, Ducky? Both. Nope.
Not gonna happen. Which is unfortunate because I want to play zombies so bad. No, I don't. I do, but I don't. It's like Plunder. Not Plunder. What was the other game mode? DMZ. It's like DMZ with zombies.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck Call of Duty.
Fuck
Forever.
Call of Duty.
Forever. I'm forever done.
Forever.
Never again. Never again. I don't care what studio. I don't care if it's Infinity Ward, if it's Treyarch, if it's Sledgehammer Games. I don't care. Fuck y'all.
What if this upcoming November is amazing, though?
Don't care.
What if it's a fucking whole change? What if they get rid of the whole Warzone thing?
Done
What if it's
for fucking ever?
microtransactions?
Will be hopefully all the way out by then.
Oh, I forgot that's a fucking game.
I got the zip file just like chilling on my desktop for like the newest snapshot, and I'm like,
Is the newest
get it, like-
no, I can't.
the newest snapshot is they have cars now where you have like a death race in before you get to the thing, which I think the doc just wanted to have like a fucking because he
Yeah.
has his own car skin.
Yeah.
You like have this race where like you shoot at each other and you have to make a jump to get into the arena then so that you can start climbing up.
So
the
if you
same
don't
thing.
make the jump, you're out.
No, you just go to the back and you just keep jumping. It just puts you at like you're slower into the arena.
Oh, okay.
And I think they have like a
Okay,
like a
that's
Mario Party type like car game
that's
in it now.
that's
too.
okay because like think about like any like real BR that's like the plane that like drops you in stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like
I guess
if you're gonna have something a little bit more gimmicky, like
you want to add that after you fix the rest of the game though.
big ambitions, right? The
Yeah.
heart's in the right spot. Maybe just not implementing correctly.
To be fair, I haven't got into it. I like downloaded it. I was like, I'll get to this sometime. I just like, nah. They might have fixed a lot.
Nope.
I wonder if I still have the fucking
The what?
the recording from the first time I played.
Oh.
Because that'll give that a few snapshots to go back to. That'll be real
Yeah.
interesting. I think there was very few textures anywhere on like the ground walls, anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Player models were very basic. Guns were super,
Awful.
super, uber basic.
Yep. The sound quality has been top tier.
The sound, well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going back to Stalker and Sims 4.
Sims.
I've been building a house in Sims. The only thing that helps.
Stop. Okay. Thank you. God, I don't even know what I did.
Told you. I just want the lens in my current camera.
I wonder if I could probably turn off the fucking.
Pretty sure we could just super glue the fucking gimbal on it.
You're not fucking moving. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Fucking
Off for good?
Paul.
Oh, never mind. Look at that. Normal camera. What?
That's
Whoa.
right.
Put a bar up.
Yep.
All right, let's wrap this fucking thing up. Hopefully, we got New Year coming up, new ideas, new things. I think we're transitioning off of video games and we're going political for the election year.
Yeah, fuck what I said. We have New Year's resolutions. Keep tuning in.
Yeah,
to us, because
yeah.
we have stuff planned that will
just
make
want
more
them.
entertainment for you.
Absolutely.
Tell your family, tell your friends, tell everyone you know to subscribe, to like, and to comment.
And then I think
Fucking please.
we're still working on this. I mean, we haven't missed. You're feeling a little under the weather, but we're still on track for 100th episode by the end of January.
I should have been fine by then.
No, not you being sick.
Knock on wood.
Not you being sick.
Intubated.
So,
Brad said he wanted to be here for this.
Took a real downhill
live streaming
slide.
from your phone.
Yes.
We knew you were gonna make it, buddy.
Oh my
So anyways, if we hit 1,000 subs, I'll pull this fucking plug right now.
2 subs, got it. Click. All right, let's get out of here. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a happy, safe
Smooches.
New Year's.
Happy New Year's,
Goodbye.
motherfuckers.